there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and today I'm here with a dashboard reading for you guys. What are dashboard readings? It's basically a generic snapshot of the energy surrounding you right now, but we're going to have a look at the energy surrounding your life, love, and finances. That way, Spirit can help you navigate your way through whatever it is that's coming. Please note my readings are always timeless, so whenever you find this video, that is when you are meant to receive this guidance. So whenever it shows up on your feed, that is when you know you should watch it. Also, these are generic. Like I said, these are general readings, so not everything will resonate with you. So please use your intuition to identify which part of the reading is yours. And speaking of intuition, in order for us to have like a better back and forth of energy or a better energy exchange, I would like to ask you to please focus your gaze on the crystals or the tarot decks that we have in front of us, and whichever one calls out to you the most, select that one. That way, the intuition that I was mentioning earlier will be your intuition, will be working with mine, so we can get a more accurate reading for you. All right. So for group number 1, we have this raw Labradorite and the Joie tarot. Group number 2, we have this piece of Sodalite and the Everyday Witch tarot. For group number 3, we have this cute Howlite and the Before tarot. Once you have selected your piles, I'll see you in your readings. Hello there, beautiful beings from group number 1. If your intuition guided you to select this Labradorite or the Joie tarot, this is going to be your reading. Please be reminded, my readings are timeless, so whenever you find this video, that is when you are supposed or you are meant to receive this guidance. Please note as well that these are general, so, not everything will resonate with you, of course. So please use your discernment to identify which part of the reading is yours. Okay, tonight we're asking for an advice to help you navigate your way in terms of life, love, and finances, and to, of course, understand the energy surrounding you. Right? Thank you so much, angels and spirit guides. Please help me read for group number 1, please. What do they need to know most right now? We have the Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Cups. A union is coming your way, group number 1. This union, however, is kind of like a new beginning. Okay, this will come after some major clarity. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is a need for you to find some sort of truth. And I feel like you have been doing your best to find that truth, because it has, this is something that kind of like kept you in the dark for the longest time. It was something that you can't quite put your finger on. But at the same time, you'd never really had enough information about this. But, you will be given this new dawn, basically. This is a chance for you to understand the situation. You will be given, it seems as if like the veil is being lifted, okay? So whatever it is that was blocking your vision in the past, it will be lifted. Let's say somebody was acting like, different, okay? Think relationships. Okay, somebody was acting different, and now you kind of like seeing them for who they truly are. And I feel like that will, give you the necessary push that you need in order for you to move away or to step away from this situation that's, making you feel betrayed. Because we have the Ten of Swords here, which means, this is something that was really heavy. Okay, this was heavy, and I feel like it took a long time. I'm sensing it's heavy, and there's a lot of betrayal, because we also have the snail here, and the snail is kind of like really slow. They're taking their time. It's because everything was really heavy for them. They're carrying such a big load, so basically that was what you were experiencing the entire time. And at the same time, we have the snake here, which also symbolizes, like, could be deception. But at the same time, the snake can also mean transformation. Because, after you have figured out everything, after you have accepted everything that you have learned from the Ace of Swords here, like this, the truth that came out, you will be given a chance to have, like, a faithful new beginning, okay? I'm not sure if this is a relationship. Could be, could be anything. It's just a union of some sort. Maybe you will come to terms with, the issues that you have with yourself. Okay, I'm sensing that for some of you. And maybe that's the union that you will have. Maybe it is within yourself. But definitely more than anything else, this will give you some sort of like an overflowing love for yourself. Okay, so self-love, self-respect. You're going to be learning those things. And this will help you to move forward with your life with like a clear sense of the things that you don't want anymore. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure, but that is what that's what's flowing through me. And more, like I said, this will give you a lot of wisdom. Okay, so that's for your life. What about love, spirit? What do they need to know in terms of love, spirit? The Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and a Queen of Swords. Okay. What I'm sensing here in terms of love and relationships is that you are going to walk away from a situation that you felt like could have involved some sort of like a third party. Okay, it's not going to be for everyone. If you are not involved in, if you do not know if you are in a third party, maybe this reading is not for you. But this is definitely for someone who is aware that they are in a third party relationship. Okay, so maybe you can tie it in with this one. Take it how it resonates. Sometimes my dashboard readings are interconnected, but because this is the life part, so it could mean anything about your life. So maybe it's connected. So take it how it resonates. But like I was saying, oops, I'm so sorry. But like as I was saying, a third party has occurred. Okay, at least that's the energy that's coming through here, and this is kind of like really the catalyst for you to move forward, because we have the Eight of Cups here, and you see, this person is moving away with a basket of flowers, which basically tells me that, even though this person is leaving, they're not leaving empty handed. They're leaving with like a better understanding of themselves, learnings, the wisdom that was here. I feel like it is somehow interconnected. This person is I feel like it's you. You're going to be leaving the situation with, these pearls of wisdom of some sort. You know what I mean? Because you feel like this situation, it doesn't always have to be third party in terms of relationship. Like your partner seeing another person. Maybe it's a mother figure, or anyone else that kind of like made the situation more difficult for you, or a little difficult for you, and you're not having it anymore because you're coming in as a Queen of Swords. Look at this, Queen of Swords is somewhat very intense, with the skull heads and all of that. But I'm being told, like, I'm hearing envy, so I don't know how that ties in with your story, but maybe someone was envious of you, or I don't know, maybe somebody else was being given more attention than you. Okay, so could be the third party, could be a family member, wanted more attention from your person or from your significant other, and you feel like you're not having any of that. So I don't know, that's just coming through. But basically, you know what, you're going to move away from the situation with a lot more wisdom, with a lot more love for yourself, like I said earlier. And being the Queen of Swords, this is someone who doesn't take bullshit. So I feel like you're going to be that person moving forward, and I don't see that as a bad thing. Actually, it's good. It's good because that shows that you know your worth. So take it how it resonates. Group number 1 for your finances, we have the Magician, we have the Knight of Coins. Okay. And we have the King of Swords. So I feel like you're going to be connected with someone who's going to be some sort of like a mentor to you. This is someone who's very smart, someone who's very good with their money. But at the same time, this is someone who's how do I say it? What's the word? Very intellectual. There you go. Did I say intellectual already? Someone who's very intellectual, very communicative. Someone who could be like I don't know, like an essayist maybe, or someone who has written several books or has written a book. I feel like you're going to be connected with a person who's very knowledgeable with words, with wordplay. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like you're looking for someone who has that advantage because you are perhaps trying, or I don't know. That's the energy that's coming through. I just feel like you're trying your shot at maybe writing something, or maybe you're working on your thesis, because this is love. I'm sorry, this is finances and career. So career can also relate to like if you're still in college, if you're still studying. So maybe you're working with like a professor with your thesis. So take it how it resonates. But what about working with a professor and the thesis? Well, basically what's going to happen is you are really pushing for success. And I see that, it is in your cards, but more than anything, I feel like you are realizing your potential at this. And that is why you're so keen to work with this person, because you feel like this person will better help you or guide you to the path that you want in terms of your career. And, it's not going to be easy, of course. Nothing is in life anyway. But I feel like it's going to be really, really worthwhile because we have the Knight of Coins here. And the Knight of Coins is, it's the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles basically speaks of someone who's, you're a hard worker, someone who's very practical, and you're not going to rush into things. So I feel like it's going to be okay with you, even though if it takes a while, or, you understand the amount of hard work necessary in order for you to reach your goal, and you are okay with it. And I'm sensing that once you have, you have gotten the hang of things, it's going to be a lot easier for you moving forward because you started with a stable foundation and a good mentor. So this reading is just, I don't know, like the energy is coming through is basically from someone who's studying, but you can also take it how it resonates if you are already working with someone. Perhaps you're looking for you're looking for a promotion, or perhaps you're keen to transfer to a different position, and you're training. Perhaps you could be training with someone who's going to help you with the movement that you desire. And yes, it's going to take a while. Maybe they're going to do an internship. Okay, so for people who are undergoing internship right now, know that the internship is going to be very, very successful as long as you stick with it. Okay, Lemurian Quartz, practice patience. I'm gonna put it here because I wasn't supposed to pick a card yet, but yeah, it's flipped out. So yes, practice patience. You need a lot of patience because, like I said, we have the the Knight of Pentacles here. So that is what you need. Let's see. Get out of your comfort zone. Yes, it makes sense. I like it when the cards talk to me this way. They really make sense. With the appetite here, I told you earlier that you were allowing yourself to be in this situation before because you weren't seeing the bulk of the story, you weren't seeing the full story, and you just stayed there just because maybe you were comfortable there. And even though it was hurting you, even though it was so heavy and it was just really dragging you, you stayed. But because I guess your argument could be I don't really know what's happening, like let's give this person the benefit of the doubt or whatnot. But I see that, you're allowing yourself to get out of the comfort zone, or what you thought was your comfort zone. And that's such a beautiful thing, okay? And I really do hope that you find healing. What about your love spirit? What do they need to know? Overcome your fears. Basically the same thing. There you go. If you were feeling afraid to leave the situation before, I'm just getting it down that some of you were afraid because you feel like if you give this person an ultimatum, they won't choose you, then it's time for you to step out of that thinking. It's your ego you're talking. So if that's you, perhaps you need to do some introspection. Okay, but yes, that is what I have for you, group number 1. I hope this reading resonated with you or helped you in some way. I wasn't looking at the camera, so I don't know, I could push them all to the left side. But yes, if this reading helped you in some way, please let me know in the comment section below, or maybe consider giving this video a like or a subscribe to my channel for future readings like this. Thank you, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye! Hello there, beautiful beings from group number 2. If your intuition guided you to select this Sodalite crystal or the Everyday Witch Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So tonight I'm doing a dashboard reading, which means we're going to ask Spirit for guidance in terms of your life, love, and finances. And Spirit will give us the energy surrounding you so that, if something needs your attention or something is pressing, then we can help you navigate your way through it. right? Please note my readings are timeless, so whenever you find this video, that is when you're meant to receive this guidance from Spirit. You might come back sometime in the future, and you might even select a different pile. So yes, you are guided that way. You have to trust. So yes, also these are general, so not everything will resonate with you, so please use your intuition to identify which part is yours, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to force it. Thank you so much, angels and spirit guides. I'd like to ask for your guidance to please help me read for group number 2, please. What do they need to know most in terms of life, love, and finances? I'm also calling on Archangel Metatron. I'm truly grateful for your guidance. Thank you so much. We have the Six of Wands, the Magician, and the Eight of Pentacles. I don't know, but for some of you, they're just, I don't know, just the energy that came through when I saw the Magician was some sort of like manipulation. So maybe be careful if someone's trying to manipulate you, or perhaps trying to wiggle themselves out of a situation through manipulation, or trying to con you. Okay, so take it, that's a pure caution for you. Okay, but for most of you, I see some sort of like a victory here. I feel like you have been doing your best to be the best at something. You know what I mean? Like we have the Eight of Pentacles here, which is usually, it shows someone who's mastering their craft. Okay, this is someone who's really working their hard. So I feel like you have been working really hard on life. I feel like you could be taking a lot of master classes, or perhaps you could be, in college, you could be learning, you could have pursued your studies, you could be learning tarot, yourself. But what I'm sensing is that I feel like you feel like inspired to move forward, and you see that it is going to show what's that term, you know that eventually this is going to what's that term when it's well, all the hard work that you have been doing is basically going to come back tenfold. You know what I mean? Like money wise, revenue wise, return of investment. Okay, everything is going to be worthwhile eventually once you look back, and you will realize that, oh my gosh, I worked so hard to get this and this and this, and it came true, because part of that is because of your belief in yourself, and that's something that the Magician is saying. You realizing how how determined you are, and how you understand your purpose, and realizing all of that together, as well as your resourcefulness for everything, because I'm also sensing that here you will get the victory that you need. Okay, so perhaps you're starting a new business, perhaps like you said, I said you could be learning something new, and you're eventually going to sell it or market it. This is something that's going to bring you a lot of success and happiness moving forward. So continue it, continue working on your craft, whatever it is. Continue your studies, your education, because it is going to pay off. There you go. That was the term that I was trying to remember earlier. So definitely going to pay off. Love, we have the Star, the Knight of Swords, and Temperance. Okie dokie. Group number 2. Some of you are feeling quite on edge because you feel like, okay, the energy that's coming through here is you're single. Okay, I feel like you're single, and the reason for that is because you experienced some sort of hurt in the past that kind of like prevented you from moving forward and trying to, meet new people. I feel like you have been burnt so bad in the past that you're kind of like, I'm not even gonna do it anymore. I'm just gonna stay here. But I feel like you have a lot of suitors. A lot of people are or not even suitors. Like a lot of people are interested in you. You're turning heads. You're someone who's very, very charming, who's very beautiful, someone who's very, very attractive. But what you're doing right now is just focusing on yourself, and you're focusing on healing. Okay, you are more keen on harmony, that it doesn't matter to you right now if you're going to be single, so long as you are in harmony with yourself. I think that's something very, very admirable, because most people actually prefer to be in a relationship, and unfortunately some people stay in relationship even though it's it's abusive. But I feel like that's not something that you should worry about, because here you're focusing on your healing, but at the same time, I feel like you're still hopeful. I feel like there's this energy of surrendering. So I feel like you have surrendered to the situation right now, but really I'm sensing a lot of people coming your way. A lot of people are already seeing you, but at the same time, a lot of people are perhaps showing that they're interested in you, but you're just not, not looking, because I'm also seeing that the temperance card here, look at the eyes, one of her eyes closed. So, maybe you're not looking enough, or maybe you're not even ready. It doesn't matter. But what matters here is that, I think it's very great that there's such good balance here. I'm seeing a lot of balance here. And not just with her, but at the same time, even the food that she has on the left side and the right side. So I feel like you're taking care of yourself. You're making sure that you are nourished, but at the same time, you also go out and party. So that's just so cool. Even the laptop and the book here. So everything is balanced. You're healing, and people are coming your way. But eventually, I feel like somebody is gonna catch your eye as well. So take that into consideration. But if healing, and balance is what you're looking for right now, then of course, I would, I wouldn't advise you otherwise, because I believe that those two things are really wonderful. Like, even before you move on to a different relationship or another relationship, I think that's something that, everyone should have. Right? Before we move on to jump into another relationship with anybody else, it's really important that we are healed. We're not hurt, we're not traumatized, we're not going to hurt another person. Oh my gosh. We're not going to hurt people. There you go. What about finances, Spirit? What do we need to know? The Fool. Seven of Wands. Oof. And the Ten of Wands. Okie dokie. You are experiencing either a new employee in the office, or you could be the newbie in the office, okay, or in the business. Okay, take it how it resonates. But I feel like there is some sense of freshness. Okay, this freshness, however, is making you feel, or making the other person feel, like they need to assert their tenureship. Take it how it resonates. But this is something that's eventually going to be really, really heavy on you and on the other person. So I feel, the advice that I would give is to just tread carefully, keep your head down, and just focus on your work. Because most often than not, when you're someone who's very, very brilliant, okay, in your ideas, in your work, and you're not afraid to speak up, people who have been in the company for years, they feel like, oh, I've been here the longest, and I should be the one who's blah blah blah, blah, yada yada yada, whatever. But there is really no need for you to show, or to defend yourself, or to kind of like show assertion, because I feel like you really are brilliant, you really are talented, you really are skillful at what you do. However, this person is feeling insecure with that. And I'm not saying that you should stop being yourself, you should stop shining just because some other person is blinded by your glow or your light. No, don't ever do that, okay? But just be careful of how it affects you as a person, because if this person is doing things to kind of like make you feel bad about yourself, or if this person is trying to pass on so many work on you, just remember to set boundaries. Remember to leave everything. As soon as you leave the office, just release all of those negative talk, all of those negative thoughts. You don't need that, okay? So I feel like this person is really testing you, and not in a good way. So I would just advise you to really be careful. You don't need, if you feel like, shoot, maybe I need to assert myself more, or maybe I need to kind of like maybe dull my sparkle for this person. No, don't do that. Just be who you are, and eventually things will be easy. This is just a guidance for you to not, because the Ten of Wands is really the card of being responsible, or taking full on responsibility for things. Maybe this person is going to pass on too many load on you, so maybe just say no, okay? Always say no, and always take care of yourself, please, especially in a work setting. If you feel like you are being overloaded, always say no, okay? You have the right to. Oops. Feed your yes, feed your creativity, okay? With the life part, I feel like I said earlier, you're working on something, and I feel like you need to keep your inspiration, you need to keep the passion flowing and moving. And with the carnelian, I gotta get the carnelian. I have a carnelian here. If you have a carnelian at home, or perhaps you need to wear one to just so that to keep you inspired, okay? Okay, what else, Spirit, for love? It's time to transform. And that's exactly what you're doing. You are transforming, group number 2, and that's so beautiful. Green is also the color of the heart chakra, so maybe it's time. It really is time for you to transform your heart and just focus on yourself for now, if that's what you want. And if you're done with that, then you have the option to entertain a lot of these suitors or people who are interested in you. Get back into balance, group number 2. Group number 2. So if you feel like maybe this person is kind of like throwing you off balance because you feel like you are in attack mode. If you ever feel that way in your office, talk to your HR. Okay, you show up for work, to do your work, to do your tasks, to do the job that you are required to do. You're not there to compete with anybody. And if you feel like somebody's making you feel like you're off balance, or a lot of things are being put on your plate just because, if someone is just creating grind just for the sake of it, you need to talk to HR and just always be in balance. Okay, and that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope this reading resonated with you in any way. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. Please consider giving this video a like, or consider subscribing to my channel for future readings like this. Thank you so much, group number 2. Bye! Hello there, beautiful beings from group number 3. If your intuition guided you to select this Howlite crystal or the Before Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Please be reminded, my readings are timeless. So whenever you find this video, that's when you're meant to receive this guidance from Spirit. Also, these are general, so please only take what resonates with thou and leave the rest behind. Tonight we're doing a dashboard reading, which means we're asking Spirit to have a look at the energies surrounding you right now, or energies that are coming your way to help you navigate your way through it, okay? Thank you so much. Angels and Spirit guides, can you please help me read for group number 3, please? What do they need to know most in terms of life, love, and career or finances? Thank you so much. Calling on Angel Metatron for your guidance, presence, and protection. Thank you so much. Oh, the Star. Okay, we have 2. We have the Emperor. And wow, you got Major Arcana cards here. So this is a major shift in your life. Okay, this is really a significant change in your life that it's really guided. Okay, so what I'm sensing here is I feel like you could have experienced some sort of like disarray in your life recently. Okay, I'm sensing that some sort of like foundation in your life has been removed. So maybe you could have parted ways with your partner. Maybe you lost a parent. Maybe you lost a very close friend. Take it how it resonates. But it feels like you lost some special part of you, like a big part of you. And I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm sending you a huge hug. Suddenly my energy went down. I feel sad. But the good news here is that, healing is coming your way. Okay, this is the Before Tarot. So this is even before the Star started pouring the water, right? But yeah, Aquarius energy. I feel like you are, you could be grieving for a while, or you could be, just going through the motions of this loss, whatever it was that you were experiencing. But right now, I feel like you are ready to move forward and find some, some value in your life. I feel like you're going to, be ready to take hold of your life again, and to, to hold everything in you're going to kind of like pull everything, the reins. You're going to pull the reins of your life, and you're going to be driving yourself moving forward. Okay, if you feel like in the past, you were not in charge of your own life, you are, and you will, because you have learned and you have given yourself the time to heal. And although we have the High Priestess here, it just goes to show that the time that you spent healing is going to give you some sort of like a higher connection with your higher self. Do you know what I mean? Like a tighter or a stronger connection with your higher self. You're going to be focusing on, the wisdom that you have learned from all of this. Like I feel like you have uncovered some secrets about yourself, okay? Or maybe, just you have learned more about yourself. And that's so powerful. Why is the thing burning? I just noticed it now. Maybe you're burning the bridges of the past. Could be. But even though, you have the key moving forward. Okay? So I feel like, yes, everything is going to work out for you soon. And this is a major I'm gonna say major life change, major arcana. I'm sorry, I'm not making any sense, but yes, this is a significant, like a big life, change that really is meant to happen to you. So I'm so sorry that you're experiencing this. If you're experiencing turmoil, hurt, pain, misery, trust that this is happening for you to learn something, okay? This is happening because you needed to go through it to help you or to better prepare you for things that are going to come in the future, okay? What about love spirit? What do they need to know in terms of love spirit? The Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Why do you plan to rest? Huh. I don't know. The energy that's coming through here is I feel like you're ready to move on. Could be waiting for someone for a while, or you could be, I don't know, like some energy. Maybe some of you are kind of like collecting your car from your ex. I don't know. That just popped up, but yeah, energy wise, I feel like you are deciding to move away from a situation because you have invested so much in it, but you feel like nothing is going to come out of it. So instead of like wasting your time and effort in this situation, and you feel like, it's not moving, nothing's happening, this soil is barren, it's not going to bear fruit, and you're afraid that, in time you will realize that you have wasted 3 years over the same person, and this person never really treated you any good. This person is someone who kind of like just, I'm so sorry, I'm getting a download, that's why I'm speaking so fast. And I feel like, you're going to realize moving forward that the time that you spent with this person, maybe take it 3 months, 3 years, I'm seeing number 3, but the energy is that, you have been with this person for that long, and you were just waiting, or hoping that this person will see the value in this relationship and see, the value that you're bringing into this, okay? But it's not coming through. It's still stuck. And despite all of the investments that you have made, and despite all of the, you were kind of like you were the only one who was working out everything in this relationship, and now you're just done, you're tired, you're ready for transformation. And that's why we have the butterflies here, which and they're white, which symbolizes purity. So you're kind of like, in a way, cleansing your own heart, because you want to move forward with a clear heart, a clear conscience. So I'm not sensing that you're trying to, you hate on anyone. You just want a fresh start for yourself, without all of the baggage. So yes, I feel like you're cutting your losses. That's the energy that's coming through, and you're just about ready to jump into your car to move out, okay? So yeah, that is what's coming. But what's happening moving forward? Yes. Moving forward is the Queen of Swords. So for me, this is someone who has experienced a lot of BS in their life, but this person is someone who is very intelligent, and they are very self-sufficient. So I feel like, whenever, or if someone comes to you moving forward saying that, hey, da 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 da, you are not going to think twice about raising that sword and calling them out on the bullshit, okay? You're a strong and independent person that's not gender specific. So regardless if you're male or female, that's the energy that's coming through. You're still going to be, compassionate, okay? But the confusion is cleared. You see, there's no cloud above her head. So yes, nobody's gonna come in and confuse you anymore and play with your thoughts and your emotions. We have the Knight of Swords in terms of your career and finances. We have Strength, and we have the Six of Cups. Ooh, some of you are thinking of some, travel. That's the energy that's coming through. I feel like, but you are confused in terms of, maybe, I know this is, timeless, but I feel like you're worrying about restrictions about traveling right now. But I feel like you want to travel home to meet someone. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, the energy that's coming through is, I feel like you want to leave the current workplace that you have, or you're planning to be on leave, perhaps, And this is all because you have experienced a lot of exhaustion. Burnt out. You are burnt out from your work. And the strength card here is basically just telling me that the strength that you need to get you pull yourself out of your bed every day to go to work, and that takes a much more effort now than it did before. And the reason for that is because you haven't experienced like the vacation that you need, that you deserve. Like, even though if you're working from home, it doesn't mean that working from home you're working less. Sometimes you even work more because you're trying to kind of like um justify you know your work. So yeah, basically that's what's happening. And I feel like also this strength card here basically tells me that you're trying to focus on self-love right now. That's also the meanings of the strength card. um what else is coming through here, Spirit? Could be flying home to see your folks, could be flying home to see your friends, or perhaps maybe you're resigning from an old job or for a current job, and that will require a lot of strength from you. Maybe this is a high paying job, but it's not really fulfilling to you anymore. And that's the reason why you're moving back to somewhere wherein, it's a little bit more comfortable to you, even though you're not getting the same amount of compensation and whatnot. This is something that you feel like it's very familiar to you. This is home. So that's something that you need to consider. But why? Let's see. Okay, because you have been experiencing a lot of debacles at work. I feel like you're on the constant need. Yeah. This explains strength. Maybe, you are always on the constant need to kind of like defend yourself, or to, cover your ass in a way, because I feel like you don't have the support that you need in terms of your workplace. Like, there could be a lot of people, or, who have like heavy opinions, So that's not something that you would want to stay in. And, I don't think it's really healthy for anyone to be in a workplace that makes them feel like they're always on a battlefield. You know what I mean? But for people who are traveling, trying to travel, like I said earlier, the first one, it kind of like got veered off from that. You're just be careful when you travel. Make sure everything is already arranged. Make sure everything, like if you have work that you're going to endorse to other people, make sure that everything is detailed, so that you would be, this would be prevented. Arguments, that is. Okay. Any further advice, Spirit? Thank you so much. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, get back into the balance. There you go. The healing that you need will come once you are in balance. Okay, in balance, not just with I'm so sorry. I'm just really sensing some heavy energy here. So do not allow yourself to dwell in too much negativity. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to kind of like be sad about something. But don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed with that energy. Okay, you have to have a good balance. Because if you get tipped on the dark side, and I don't mean dark side Darth Vader way, depression, I mean, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get out of it. So Spirit is just really cautioning you on that. Okay. But yeah, anyway, intuition, your intuition is spot on right now. So trust it, and just focus on your healing. Open up your heart. Yes. Yes, group number 2. Like, I feel like your heart somewhat closed in a way, just because you feel like this person, whoever it is that you're dealing with, this person, they kind of like somehow close to your heart chakra, just because you feel like it has been open for a long time, but you're not giving and giving and giving. So Spirit just wants you to remember that this person is not the same person that will come to your life, because many people will come. Okay, maybe more. I don't know, maybe the right one will come. There you go. And then that person comes, you need to have your heart open. Okay, don't ever lose hope in terms of love. Yes, you're gonna need some time to heal, to recuperate, but what's important is that you keep yourself receptive of the love that's that Spirit is, or that the universe has allotted for you. So just open your heart and allow people to come in. Okay, don't close your heart. Go with the flow. Yes, go with the flow. Okay. like I said, if somebody is, if this company or this workplace is kind of like really toxic, sometimes you need to go with the flow. It's either, relax, unwind, or perhaps, maybe it's time for you to consider moving to a different company. If your heart is no longer in it, or if you feel like, you just, it's a battle every day, then, go with the flow. Wu Wei, accept, surrender, and move forward with grace. That is what I have for you, group number 3. I hope this reading resonated with you in some way. I'm sorry that it is skewed, but there we go. I hope it helped you, and if it did, please let me know in the comment section below. Or if you don't want to, maybe you can just give this video a like or subscribe to my channel for future dashboard readings like this. Thank you so much, and I hope it helped you in some way.